Alright, what's up, guys? So, I was doing some research, just overall looking around to see if one day, just one day, that zombies will come to the division. Because I guarantee and I promise you, if let's say I do this video and it goes viral, and then Ubisoft is like, you know what? We gonna add zombies, not even on those stuff where it's like, oh, it's only gonna be a seasonal thing. Like, we're going to add, because what, they're not going to come out with that like free to play division game that they was gonna come out with, like Heartland or something like that. I think they were like, all they were gonna do is just release that mobile version whenever they do decide to release that, and then yeah, that's it. My thing is this: if they were to come out with a zombie DLC, yeah, let's just say this video does go viral and Ubisoft is like, you know what, we're gonna come out with a whole new map and we're gonna come out with a zombie DLC. I guarantee and I promise you, so many people would get back into they will get back into the division, and then there will be so many newer players getting into the division for the first time. Because that's one thing that I will say that I like about the division, is that it's one of those games where it's like, oh, just because we've been out for some time and all this other crap, like, we're not going to take away like the original content. They still got the original missions. Like, you very well can start this game all over again, or it started for the first time, you'll be playing the same missions that they start the game off with. And I'm like, I love that about them, you know. And then on top of all the other extra stuff that they got you doing, it's like the Division is one of those games where, at least for me, I can sit down and play this game for hours, bro. Like, I'm telling you, if I wasn't a content creator, I would be sitting down playing this game for hours, bro. Hours. I'm saying, like, even when I remember when the Division 1 had came out, and I think that's more so what this tweet was for the Division 1, but I'm like, fam, there's hope for the Division 2. So I'm saying, like, that is something where I personally think, because no, this is what I overall wanted. So I think a lot of you guys remember that zombie game that was, it did come out, but because it received so much backlash for turning it into something that it wasn't even supposed to be, but the day before, I thought that that game was going to be the Division, but just with zombies. Like, they have you doing the same exact stuff, but they just got like a, yeah, zombie twist to it. And fam, I was so excited for that game when it was when it was gonna come out. I mean, from watching the trailers to what else, and then yeah, then it's like getting to that moment when the game was getting ready to come out, just for it to be an escape from Tarkov with zombies. No, bruh, like, I get that people like that game, and there's nothing wrong with liking Escape from Tarkov, but how they portrayed it in their videos, they made it seem like that this wasn't gonna be no looter shooter. Oh, you gotta like exit out this area and come back to, you know, the city, and then gather up stuff and then go back to the area that you spawned. No, bruh. I'm not trying to. When that game was supposed to come out, it was supposed to be the Division, and I think they had to have seen the comparison, and it's like, fam, why would you guys change that? Like, that's something where it's like, no, the developers behind that game, I'm like, nah, you guys, I don't know what the idea was with the day before, but I'm like, that's a game where I'm like, yeah, if you knew you were gonna do that, you shouldn't even have came out with the game, because that's, to me, that's just crazy. That's just crazy stuff right there. And it's like, you guys could have very well changed it, or even added the mode in afterwards, but it's like, no, they just pretty much jumped ship and just said, nope, we're going to abandon the game, give everybody their money back, and we're just going to disappear and go into hiding. And I'm like, yeah, you guys better not come out with no more games, because I'm like, yeah, you don't know how to develop games. But Ubisoft, on the other hand, I trust you with the idea of adding zombies into the Division, like, settings and stuff. And I'm not saying, you know, we need to come out with another game, but I'm just saying, like, have it in the game, bro. I think, because I just remember when Red Dead Redemption, like, just to give you guys an example of, like, people might think on paper, like, yeah, that don't sound good. Like, no, that zombies in there. And I did see some people talking on, like, how zombies, that trend needs to die off. Like, it wouldn't be fun in the Division and stuff. But I'm like, no, just hear me out, though. Just hear me out. I want to give you guys a prime example of how, in a settings where you just think zombies wouldn't even be good, it ended up being good. But so anyways, Red Dead Redemption, the first Red Dead Redemption, because they don't even do nothing with two. So, but anyways, the first Red Dead Redemption, I remember when that game came out, wasn't even thinking of zombies. And zombies was even crossing my mind. I'm like, okay, they just gonna have you in like some like, you know, Western cowboy settings and stuff. Cool, solid. You know, I ain't tripping about that. Then all of a sudden they come out with Undead Nightmare. And the funny thing is like when you see or hear of something, you're like, fam, how is that gonna work? Like that's not no, that's silly. That's stupid. You know, that's not gonna work out. Even talking outside of video games, talking on a TV show real quick where it's about zombies, The Walking Dead. I remember when that show was very first coming out because I didn't hear about the comics. I didn't know about the comics and stuff. So I was just under the impression like, how are they gonna come out with a zombie TV show and it's gonna work? Like, no, bro. People ain't gonna be tuning in every week for no zombie TV show. They trying to see an hour and a half movie, maybe even 2 hours, and they're calling it a day. But it's like, I'm not gonna be coming, fam. I was there every week for every episode of The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, The Walking Dead with Rick and Michonne, Daryl Dixon's Walking Dead. I'm trying to think. I didn't watch the one with the kids though, but I'm trying to think. Was there any other ones that I watched oh, Maggie and Negan? Like, fam, I was there every Sunday, and I think of that, and I'm like, yeah, I just pretty much went against my word. I was all like, yeah, I didn't think it was going to work out, but it did. And then going back to Red Dead Redemption, they added zombies in there. I'm thinking to myself, how's that going to work out? But at the same time, it does look fun, though. I'm going to play it. Fam, I remember putting me and my friends, we would play Undead Night. They had like that horde mode. It ain't even got to be that. Like, it could just be something like, fam, perfect idea, the survival mode. You guys never added no survival mode into the Division 2. Like, you're doing all this season stuff, but I'm like, fam, go back to the roots. Go back to the original Division. Add that survival mode. Have it where there's some zombies in there. Bro, I'm telling you right now, that would slap. Like, that would definitely be good for your guys' game and stuff. So I'm like, there might be at times where I might be critical with Ubisoft and things, but yeah, you guys were to add some zombies into Division 2, and it ain't like on no seasonal stuff. Like, it's a permanent thing. Like, you very well, if you want to, you very well can turn off the zombies or playing it different, but they should have like like maybe if they wanted to expand the map or have it where it's just, I don't know, just somewhere and things. I'm like, have it in Seattle. I'm like, I would love to shoot up some zombies in Seattle and things, but I'm saying though, like, it should be a thing where it's just, you guys should consider it, like, think about adding it in there and stuff, like, test it out among some people. I'll test it out if you guys want me to test it out, but I'm saying, I think it would be good for the Division 2 if you guys were to add zombies in that game. I think I've talked on this before, but I seen this tweet and I'm like, Ubisoft, come on now. It's one of those things where it's like you really have to sit down and think about it. You're not really doing nothing that's capturing people's eyes with the game. I feel that if a zombie mode were to get added into the Division, people would be thinking, you have all those people that wanted, and I'm saying that's a lot of people that wanted to play the day before, because I think at one point in time, the day before was the most wishlist game on Steam. So imagine where because you best believe I'll be talking about that on TikTok, podcast, YouTube, Twitch streaming, all that stuff. Fam, I'll go on MySpace and post about it if I need to. But I guarantee and I promise you, like, just imagine this, all right? Imagine this. Ubisoft announced that a zombie mode, or like a zombie survival mode, will be coming to the Division 2 and stuff. They're like, or we're adding zombies into the map. So it's like, yeah, besides the enemies, you're going to see like hordes of zombies all over the place and stuff. Like, if you want to switch it to where there ain't no enemies shooting and killing at you, but you are going to have to deal with like hordes of zombies and things, and it'll be in buildings. It'll be like, and that's the game. Like, it's just like how it would be if the enemies were shooting at you, but they're not like the zombies are shooting at you. Obviously, they're trying to like, walk, jog, or run up on you and bite you and things. But no, I'm saying, and even if they were to have it where it's like that, where it's like it's a tad bit challenging, where it's like the zombies is like, just like not like full-blown running where you ain't got enough time to react, but at least like where it's like, they're running, but it ain't like a fast like full-blown sprint like some Dawn of the Dead, where it's like they're running, but it's like you could still have time to like shoot at them and all that stuff. So but just I guess to like test out your reaction speed just a little bit. But no, imagine this. Ubisoft announced that they're coming out with a zombie mode in the Division 2. Everybody that wanted to play the day before, or that did play the day before, they're going to talk on this. And they're going to be like, we're finally getting the game that the developers was going to promise us with the day before. Now, I really don't know what the situation is with the day before. Like, I think, yeah, those developers, they just left and they were like, we're not going to work or do anything with that game. But I guarantee and I promise you, if they were to come, if Ubisoft were to come out with a zombie mode in the game, it'll hit. It definitely would hit. Trust me on that, Ubisoft. I know for a fact that that would hit. You guys would get a lot of people, because let's just see how many people are playing the game right now. Like, I know Steam will have like a different number from like Ubisoft Connect and all. Well, it should be all the same, but current player count. Last 30 days, peak 3,000. That's crazy. That's crazy. There's like all-time peak 14,000. 24-hour peak 2,000. Playing 5 minutes ago, almost 1,600. That's crazy to me, and I know for a fact that them numbers would double, if not triple, if they were to go and be like, hey, we're coming out with a zombie mode in the game. I guarantee and I promise you that I would even go out my way and buy like a copy for my friends so they can go and play the game and stuff, just so I can have friends to play with and things. But yeah, a zombie mode definitely needs to get added into the Division. It just doesn't even make any sense for 1 and 2 to come out. A mobile version is coming out. Another one was gonna come out, but y'all canceled it, and there ain't no zombies in the game. Like, nah, bro, this tweet should be one of those things where it's all like, they know, and that would be such a dope way of them teasing it, where it's like they retweet this tweet, quote it, and then they're all like, so we lied, and then they're like, okay, at some point in time, we're gonna add zombies in the Division 2. It would hit. I promise you that it would hit, okay? So anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.